Yo, welcome back everybody to a brand new PTCGL Paradox Rift deck video, and one of the last EX cards I have to look at from Paradox Rift is, of course, going to be the brand new Toxtricity EX, a super powerful new Pokemon that actually synergizes with Lightning Energy, as it is a fighting Pokemon. Now, of course, being a fighting type does mean that you can hit for weakness in other matchups where it's good. Like, obviously, it's going to be really good against Miraidon EX, which is weak to fighting, and, you know, maybe on the off chance you hit something like Arceus V-Star, it can be pretty helpful. You also do a ton of damage. Your main attack, Gaia Punk, does 270 damage for 3 lightning, which is pretty good numbers. I mean, that's going to knock out most basic EXs. Even with Bravery Charm included, you're knocking stuff out. You have to discard 3 light energy from your Pokemon. That's fine. Of course, we can use Flaaffy to Dynamotor Energy into play every turn to keep up the energy discard train. Even your first attack isn't bad either. Knocking Hammer for 2 energy, you got to do 70 damage to discard the top card of your opponent's deck, which isn't bad either. Milling the top card can sometimes be useful. Now, you're probably like, well, Toxtricity is a fighting Pokemon. Even though you have Flaaffy, how are you going to use Generator when it's a fighting type? Well, luckily, Toxel is a lightning type, meaning that before we evolve into Toxtricity EX, we can just simply Electric Generator onto the Toxel before it evolves into Toxtricity, which is one of the nice combos that this deck has going for it. Generator is also good to just accelerate more energy into play for your Gaia Punk, assuming you're in a scenario where you don't have as many Flaaffy set up, which is good. One thing I really like about Toxtricity is it's just a really good beat stick attacker. It's very strong. It's going to one-shot mostly anything, and it's a decently tanky Pokemon. Like, against Miraidon specifically, it's going to be KOing all their attackers, and it's going to be really hard to one-shot. The only way to really KO it is, of course, to use the Raichu. Now, of course, I guess they can use Mew EX against you, but, like, if they have one Flaaffy in play, that Mew is not attacking you, unless they're playing Raion. But, again, Raichu's, like, the only option, and even if they Raichu you, if you just go into another Toxtricity, you're just like, all right, deal with this one, you know what I mean? So Toxtricity is really good against Miraidon, even against Roy and Moon. They're forced to Frenzy gouging you, putting them down to 3rd HP, and you can knock them out like Toxel, which for 1 energy does 30 damage. Even in the early game, sometimes just getting a nice little 30 poke off with Toxel can be pretty good. Since we are playing heavy Flaaffy, we might as well play Iron Hand still. Hands is still really good because obviously Ampy very much is very, very strong. And because like we have heavy Flaaffy, sometimes our board has 3 Flaaffys in play. Makes it super easy just to come out of nowhere with an Iron Hands EX. We obviously still going to play Miraidon because you got to get Toxels. You got to get Mareeps in play somehow. You don't really like getting double Miraidon in play though because your bench gets really clogged up. Because a lot of the time, in order to chain the Toxtricity, you want at least like 2, sometimes even 3 Flaaffys in play, depending on the scenario. You want another Toxel on your bench for another Toxtricity. So you don't want to overbench Miraidon. A lot of the time, you just want to put 1 in play. And if sometimes possible, don't even bench Miraidon. Just, you know, if you're able to find Mareeps and Toxels a bit easier, that's also pretty good. Before we get the video, shout out to the sponsor, Card Cavern TCG. As always, if you're ever looking for any PTCG live pack codes, get them over at Card Cavern. Card Cavern's coach line for the cheapest. So if you're looking to get any set like Paradox Rift or an older set like 151 or Celebrations, or you want to get some IRL TCG singles and products too, Card Cavern sells all that over there. You can get there at Card Cavern at the checkout. Use my discount code LDF for a 5% discount on your order. Help the channel, help yourself out, and help our Card Cavern. So shout out to Card Cavern. Check them out. Use code LDF. Also, check out the Shovel Squad down below. Every Monday, I put a video up on their channel. You can check out my second channel down below, too, for some extra content. We're on the road to 10,000 subs in the second channel. So if you haven't subbed to it yet, make sure to go subscribe to it down below. Check out the podcast channel down below, too, the Mentamite Pod. Every Friday, me and Linty upload an episode of our podcast. And we just uploaded episode number 19, where we talked about imposter syndrome within the TCG. All right, so here is the list. It's a very consistent, straightforward list. You can see a lot of 4 of, 4 Iono, 4 Research, 3 Boss, 4 Ultra Ball. I am playing Path still. Path is just a good card to play in here. I mean, we don't really have any other, like, super big abilities other than Miraidon and Mew. So Path just seems good. Helps in some scenarios. I am playing Stormy Mountain. That might seem like a weird card to play, but again, in scenarios where we don't want to put Miraidon in play when our benches may be full, it's sometimes nice just to be able to have a bailout option to grab an extra, an extra Tox or something. I am playing the single prize Toxtricity. This honestly isn't that great, but it is nice to have because it's a 1 prize attacker with a decent amount of HP, actually, and it can do some bit of damage. So it does have the attack Loud Mix, which does 50 plus 30 more damage for each different type of Pokemon on your bench. Well, if we have a Lightning Pokemon in play, Mew in play, and a fighting Pokemon in play, we're actually doing a decent bit of damage with Loud Mix. And it's a nice 1-prizer to send up if your opponent's attacking you with 1-prizers and you don't want to, send in a 2-prizer. I guess you have Iron Hands, but there's scenarios where you probably just want to use this guy instead. So that's why we are playing this Toxtricity. Is it really needed? Honestly, I'm not too sure, but it is nice to have a 1-prize attacker in the deck that can do some bit of damage. That's why we are playing at this one of Toxtricity. It's also pretty easy to build up. I mean, it's 2 energy. That's it. So that's why we're playing it just as a 1-prize attacker in case. I am playing some heavier switch, 2 switch, 1 rope. Obviously, if Flaaffy gets stalled, but also to switch out Toxtricity to the bench. There are going to be times where the opponent, you have to get rid of all the energy on your active, which forces you to switch this guy to the bench. That's why we are playing a bit heavier Switch. We have to obviously play Switch over Switch card because we're using many evolution Pokemon. And that's it for the list. Not much more to talk about. Let's go show it off and see the power of Toxtricity and show off how powerful this card really is. Now, we're playing against Miraidon, but we're playing against Turbo Miraidon as my opponent did mulligan, and I saw they had, like, Peony and stuff. So we're against the Turbo Miraidon deck, which is honestly not really a bad matchup because Toxtricity is good against Miraidon. Our start is okay. Need, like, Jennies, though. Which we don't have. I guess it's not, like, great. If we get hands turn 1, this could be awkward. Guess I have to Miraidon here and get another card out of the deck. I have to Iono them next turn, too. We need to find generators, because I need to get stuff in play, like... I need to build up Toxtricity. That's our goal, because Toxtricity should carry us in this match, as my opponent is mostly weak to fighting, but... Our hand's not great. I can get Flaaffy, and I have to do Iono, which I don't even know if I like Ionoing. We'll see, though. They got an Ultra Ball. We'll see if they can get a turn 1 hands. Getting hands to turn 1 would be pretty bad. I can still attack with Toxtricity and do the first attack and hit for 140 and then mill the top card. And who knows, maybe I mill like a good card. All right, we'll see. They go for the Miraidon here. Can they get this Iron Hands off? That is the main question. Yeah, honestly, maybe I should have got Mew EX in play. Could have been good to grab a Mew there, to be honest. I don't know. I probably should have. I do want to get Flaaffy in play, though. We do need to accumulate Flaaffy pressure in this match. All right, here we go. They immediately grab the Iron Hands. We'll see what else they grab here. We do play Path and Iono, which could be pretty good in this matchup, though. Their deck doesn't really function in the late game, which is kind of the idea. Like, their deck goes all in at the start, and then the late game, it's kind of hard for them to keep up. So that's one thing we do have going for us. All right, let's see. Fleet-footed. Have they found a generator? They didn't do any squawkabilly. Is there a Peony in their hand? Is there an Arven? What's bro cooking? Like, if they Peony here, it kind of feels bad to do Iono. It's going to be really... It's going to feel really bad to Iono. Ideally, they just pass. Okay, they do have an Arven, which is fine. They grab Forest Seal and Generator. No, VIP and Forest Seal, so they're going for the Squawkabilly. Okay, they got Beach Core. I am fine with that. I don't hate Beach Core being in play. There's Squawk. Okay, sure. Bravery Charm, that's fine. We still two-shot with Toxtricity. Oh, they already had a generator in their hand. Of course they did. Magic. Only gets 1 energy, though, which is good. All right, you'd like to see it. Good. Okay, that's not good. Jeez. Okay, they had a pretty good hand. Wow. That's pretty scary. Can they find another generator? And can they power the hands up? They can Forest Seal Stone. Will we dodge a bullet here, or will the generator get them the turn 1 Iron Hands KO on my poor Toxel? As long as I don't whiff Toxtricity, it's not the end of the world, right? Because we can just immediately hit them. I guess if they have a boss, so we're kind of cooked. It's actually good they had a pop Force Seal. All right, here we go, generator. And it whiffs. That is huge. Yo. Okay, do they have another generator? Did they find a third one? They did not. Yo, we dodged it. Let's go. Again, our hand is not spectacular, though, because I don't have much going on. I have the Iono. Ideally, like a generator and Toxtricity here. That'd be pretty good. Yep, there it is. Okay, sick. Got Rope. Okay, we can do this. We'll get rid of these two. Grab Toxtricity. We have the guaranteed attack, so we'll play Generator. Nice double. I could just knock him out with Miraidon, to be honest, which is probably just the safer play. There's no reason to do Toxtricity just yet anyways. Yeah. Probably fine just smack him with the Dawn here. We could even, like, put energy on Flaaffy in case they try to stall me for a turn. Yeah, hit him with Miraidon first. I think that's probably correct, right? Because we can take the easy 2-prize knockout. Surprised they didn't retreat, to be honest, into, like, Mareep. I guess Rope would have bodied them anyways. All right, so our 2 prizes are here. Okay, another energy's good. Got Mareep. Yeah, might as well just do this. We're going to charge up Flaaffy in case they try to stall me, obviously, just in case. I had to get rid of a Rope, so that kind of gives my opponent some knowledge. But we're in a very good spot. They can knock me out this turn, probably, if they can find another generator. But then we have Toxtricity, and once we get 2 Toxtricities in play, we can just trade 2 for 2 on their attackers, and that should just be GG's. Toxtricity can just kind of come in and one-shot. I guess they have Mew EX. Mew EX, ironically, can knock out Toxtricity if they can set up double Flaaffy, but, like, even then, I can just KO them back. So Toxtricity should just trade into the rest of their deck perfectly well. There's their generator off the Iono. Can they get double energy? They do, so there we go. No, they found their last generator. And is it going to get double energy? It is not. Okay. Not that it really matters at this point. They've kind of set up. Yeah, there's Peony. Okay. So yeah, basically at this point, we just try to trade evenly with Toxtricity the entire game if we can, right? That's the plan. Trade with the Toxtricity and see how far it takes us. That is basically our game plan now. Gonna have to set up 2. But again, they might struggle to one-shot me too. They got a Raihan. Good thing I got another Iono. I do need to put Mew in play. I don't know if I want to bench another Mareep, to be honest. We have our Miraidons too that can come in and knock him out. They actually burn the Switch. Interesting. Oh, they wanted a Mew first. Okay, that makes sense. I was like, okay, well, now you just lost your Switch to Miraidon. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but still. Okay. That's fine. Again, we should be okay in this matchup. We can trade evenly into them every turn with Toxtricity. Wouldn't mind a research this turn, though. They can't really one-shot me. I could honestly just Knocking Hammer if I really had to. That's a bad play, obviously. We're not going to do that because that'd be a terrible play. I'm not really being threatened by the hands at the moment. I guess I could. I don't know. We'll see. All right, let's see we top deck. Anything good? Another Iono. That's not great, obviously. I need another Flaaffy this turn, that's for sure. An Iono. I need to bench Mew if I can. I need to draw cards. Okay, well, Iono. So we got here. Okay, that's good. Got stuff. I like stuff. Who doesn't like stuff? It'd be crazy not to like stuff. It's fine. I could get another Flaaffy, which would be good too, obviously, but I got a full send for the Mew. Yeah. All right, Mew, help a brother out. Give me another Flaaffy at the very least. No. That's fine. We got research for next turn. All right. We have to get rid of a lot of energy. But again, they can't really one-shot me without Raichu, and we'll see if they commit to Raichu this turn. That's the thing. It would have been really good to have got another Flaaffy, because I could have kept 2 energy on the active, but it is what it is. Maybe if I kept the Switch, would have been fine. I don't know. We'll see what we get off the prizes. Another Toxtricity is good. Nice. And Ultra Ball for Flaaffy. I mean, if they knock me out, we can just KO them back. I have double Flaaffy attachment anyways, so, like, it's probably GG's. And unless they Iono me, but I got Mew. That's why I wanted the Mew. I think it's important to get Mew in play just in case. Like, just in case. I think it was relevant to get Mew. Especially if they do go Raichu. But no, they're going to fish. Okay, they're going Lumineon. What is the plan then? That means they can't attack. I guess they can go Mew, but if they go Mew, I win. I have game in hand. And there's no Iono this turn as they are now committing to the Raihan. And they are going Mew. They just Mew me. I just knock them out in return and win the game. All right. It looks like that's going to be a nice quick dub. Again, Miraidon should be a good matchup for this deck if all goes well, because you have a fighting attacker that one-shots everything. We don't really care about Bravery Charm or Iron Hands. Not to mention, we're bulky, so like they have to always like try to commit Raichu. So Toxtricity is kind of a problem for my opponent's deck, and that will be GG's. They have to get rid of a lot of energy. I mean, they get rid of the energy on the active, but we do have game in hand. Again, we can even grab like another Miraidon, but we just got him. We got the Toxtricity, baby. Let's see if they get rid of here. Well, assuming we actually have the other Flaaffy in the deck, obviously. The other 2 Flaaffy should be in there. It's going to be pretty bad if they weren't. I'm pretty sure I saw one. I don't know, just in case. But I think we got him. We can promote Mew, draw for turn. And then, yeah, we just Ultra Ball. And then should be a Flaaffy in there. Yeah, we're chilling. Then we just do this. Attach, Flaaffy. We had research. So even if, like, we didn't have the in-game in hand, at least we would have had another round of Flaaffy, which would have been pretty good. And we can evolve, retreat, and this thing is going to get absolutely just destroyed by Gaia Punk, and that is going to be the dub with Toxtricity. Again, not too shabby against Miraidon decks, as we can just trade 2 for 2. As long as we set up, we can trade 2 for 2 fairly easily. We're a fighting type, we hit for weakness, we're kind of bulky to a degree. Because most Miraidons don't play Raihan. That's an exception. So, like, a lot of the time, they only have the Raichu deal with the Toxtricity, not a Mew EX. Mew they can attack with. It's less likely, though. We're up against Mew. Now, this honestly might not be a great matchup, mainly because Toxtricity doesn't really do enough damage to KO Mew, which could be scary. There's a DT and a Choice Belt. Oh, League Headquarters? Okay, that's fine. Our hand's unfortunately not the greatest. We'll see if we can draw Ultra Ball. That can get me Mew EX, which I think we're going to have to grab Mew. Yeah, we have to get Mew. Do I get rid of energy or Flaaffy? Get rid of the energy. Actually, I don't know. Maybe I should have kept the energy. I think it really matters. We got to get the Mew because I need to draw cards. All right, come on. All right, we got an energy. There we go. If Toxel doesn't die next turn, that's good. Unfortunately, I don't play Spirit Tomb, which is something we could play, but we just don't really have bench space. Fortunately, not the greatest Mew ever. Gonna have to Generator again. And it doesn't even get energy this time. Yikes. Rip. I mean, yeah, not good. That was a pretty bad whiff. Hopefully my opponent does not knock me out here with Mew. That would be nice. I mean, they didn't do any Genesects. They could judge me. We'll see. Oh, they got the VMAX. Do they have a Genesect, though? Because currently they can't do anything. They got the VMAX, but they still need to get a basic to attack. Oh, they don't have anything. All right, we take those. We're both bricking. We kind of needed this to be the outcome of this scenario. We drew another generator, really? Dude, that's not what I need. Oh, I got to play it. I don't even get energy. What? Oh, my God. I have one Jenny left. All right, come on, Mew. Help a brother out. Or not. It's not good. We are in dire need of a top deck. This is not going well. Honestly, probably should have spread the energy out. At least we can draw more cards with Mew. Without this Mew in play, we'd probably be getting steamrolled right now. And there's a Judge. Okay, that should allow my opponent to attack me, but at least we are going to get a better hand. Ideally, we're going to get a supporter, which we still get nothing. At least we can draw more cards. This hand does give me the ability to draw more cards, which is good. They only got a Mew and a Forest. That Forest Seal Stone's going to have to grab a Genesect, which is fine with me. Yeah, his hand's at least somewhat playable. It's actually not too bad. I can put back Flaaffy with the Super Rod and stuff, which is good. Because we don't really have a good setup. I might have to just go for Toxtricity's first attack and mill the top card of their deck. I don't know. The one thing is Toxtricity does have a lot of HP, so like they have to commit power tabs. They're going to vacuum here, getting rid of that League headquarters. They do lose Pal Pad in the process. Oh, they actually get rid of the belt. Okay. It doesn't really matter. I don't really think I play any EXs. I don't play Raichu in the deck because this deck doesn't really use Raichu as well because you have to discard so many energies to keep up with Toxtricity, so that's why there's no Raichu. Probably mentioned that earlier, but still, they failed the Heavy Ball, which is good. There's a Power Tap. Oh my God, they had the burn. Wait, they already Genesect, though. Why would they burn? Oh, I guess they wanted to Psychic Leap me so they didn't have to Techno Blast. I guess that's fair, but now my Toxtricity is looking even harder to KO, assuming, you know, I can actually draw it here. I just need at least a Toxtricity this turn would be nice. There we go. Honestly, I'm not sure what to get rid of here. I just gotta be the Stormy Mountains. I don't really think it matters too much. I wouldn't mind keeping it in play here, but it's probably the one card we do need to get rid of. So I do want to get the I do want to get Flaaffy back in the deck. And we'll Mew. Ideally, we get a supporter that's not Iono. Or not. Got a Nest Ball, though, for another Mareep, which is decent. I guess we just go for... If I Gaia Punk, they can Psychic Leap back in the deck. 40. That's still not... I can't ever two-shot this. I think I got a Gaia Punk. Unfortunate. I have to hit them for 270 damage. If they knock me out, we could be in trouble. We'll see, though. Fortunately, we have to get rid of all 3 energy. We can hit them hard. Again, not the greatest matchup for our deck here, just because Mew is super tanky. I guess if I put Iron Hands back, I could have went for a 4-prize knockout here. If only I could knock out with Knocking Hammer. I don't play Cleansing Gloves, but Knocking Hammer would be a decent attack here to knock them out with, because I can mill the top card of their deck. Honestly, it wouldn't even be the worst play, because I could like mill like a good card like a Switch, an Energy, a Supporter, a Genesect. Might have been better to do that, to be honest, because like they could just Psychic Leap. So I don't know, that probably was not the correct play. But we can set up Flaaffies. We can just keep spamming Gaia Punk over and over again and just knock stuff out. Knocking Hammer might have been the play, though. But if my opponent can't do much here, it's fine. They've already Genesect. They don't have another one. We're chilling. Considering they don't really have much going on in their hand from the looks of it, I'm kind of happy I didn't do Knocking Hammer. It looks like it maybe paid off, because as long as they're not doing much this turn, then it's fine. If they Psychic Leap, put themselves back in the deck, whatever they bring in, I can try to knock out. If they do Techno Blast, then they probably can't knock me out. Actually, I don't think they can ever knock me out anymore, right? 2 double turbo or 2 power tabs are gone. 220, 250. Yeah, Toxtricity can't get one-shot by Mew anymore, but that's going to be... Oh, never mind, I lied. They have Silene. That can put them back something. 1 heads, that's good. What do they get back? They've already lost their Pal Pads. That's actually not that bad. It's got to be Nest Ball, right? Nest Ball or Judge, one of the two. I do have Path in the deck. If they get Nest Ball back, we could Path them. Though, I don't know about Pathing them right away, because, I mean, this Mew is kind of carrying us right now. Mew EX is the only reason we're still in this game. Okay, what did they put back? Didn't show me. They did put the Nest Ball back. So if I can find Path this turn, that's good. And they actually Techno Blast. So we can take a knockout here if we can set up a little bit. Nice. That was a huge top deck. A second Flaaffy. Beautiful. So we just need an energy attachment. All right. Come on, Mew. Help a brother out. What? I actually whiffed? There's no way. Okay, that's actually crazy. I actually whiffed the knockout. What? Dude, what are these draws this game? They've been so bad, bro. Okay, that is insane that I did not get the knockout there. Wow, dude. That is so unfortunate. That's a huge whiff. Because now they can, like, Psychic Leap knock me out. Oh, my God. Cannot believe I whiffed. All right, we're going to have to do this. We're going to Boss Genesect. We're going to Knocking Hammer, mill the top card, mill that Nest Ball they put back. I hope this thing's stuck. That sucks. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. That was a terrible whiff. Honestly, maybe I should have just attacked the active. Because they did Techno Blast. So maybe it was correct to just not boss. Because now I reset the Mew. I don't know. We'll see if they get anything out of this Genesect. If they do get a boss, try to stall Flaaffy. Okay, that's fine. Hopefully they're not playing Avery, by the way. That'd be pretty bad. I just realized they have an Avery. We might be cooked. And, of course, I'm one card off the energy. No. You're cheesing me, game. You're cheesing me. It's fine. We got a Mew. Give me a Switch or a Rope. Got an Iono. I don't really want to play that, obviously. I don't want to lose Flaaffy, though, either. That's kind of an issue. If I Iono here, I'm going to give them a new hand. They're obviously going to play the game. 2-prize knockout here is pretty good. But if I whiff the Switch, though, it's kind of bad. I'm just going to pass. That's probably not the correct play. I don't know. I don't want to give them new cards. They might draw like an Ultra Ball or something. I don't know. Maybe I should have Iono'd. Yeah, they got a Cremomatic. That's pretty bad. Yikes. They got rid of a Nest Ball, though, which is good. And they flip tails anyways. That's insane. Okay, that's good. That's ideal. Honestly, wouldn't it have been better to get a Genesect there? I don't know. We'll see. Might have been better to Nest Ball instead of Cram. They have the Feather Ball again. Again, really depressing that we whiffed the knockout on the Mew EX, or VMAX, whatever you call it. Okay, give me a Switch, please. Okay, nice. Research is good. I'm going to attach a Flaaffy just in case, and I'll just full send. Give me a Switch. No, I didn't get a Switch. We did get Path, though, which is pretty good. We can go ahead and slam that down. We also got... We got Path, and we got the Retreat for next turn. Okay, as long as my opponent does not get out of this sticky situation they're in, I can retreat into Toxtricity. They have already used a Vacuum. Do they have a way? Yes, let's go. They didn't get a Path. All right, we can take a knockout here, which is good. Question is, do I attack with the Toxtricity that's heavily damaged? Because then they get to knock it out. I guess we have to go into this one, I guess. I don't know. Can refuel the energy back up. I could mill them again, but I definitely think we just take the knockout, obviously. There's no reason not to just KO them this turn. And this is the power of having 3 Flaaffy in play. And now we can Gaia Punk. This Path is saving us right now. Knock out their Genesect. And we'll get rid of... I mean, we could get stuck again, I guess. But whatever. We'll just knock them out. I mean, we get stuck, we get stuck. All right. Where's the 2 prizes? Generator is pretty nice. All right, I'll take it. That's a pretty good card to get. Kind of. I mean, it might not matter anymore, but still. Take what we can get. We'll see what my opponent has here. They do have a pretty weak spot. They just haven't been drawing very hot, and they got Tails on the Cram. We did get unlucky with that Mew VMAX KO. I'd be in a better spot if we got that VMAX KO, but let's see if they can do anything here. They have to find another double turbo. There's a Cram again. Oh, no. It's all coming down to a coin flip. I don't like this because they already got Tails once, and there is the heads like I predicted. They can get a Lost Vacuum, which will keep them in the game. I don't know. Maybe I should have went into the heavily damaged Toxtricity. I don't know. It might have been better to go into this guy. I just don't want them to take an easy 2-prize knockout, though. Oh, they're going to boss. They're actually going to go out. Okay, they're just going to knock me out. Are they not going to get rid of the stadium, though? They're not. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. I'm surprised they didn't get rid of the stadium. Now I can just knock them out here, and my opponent won't have much going on. Okay. Yeah, let's take a knockout. All we have to do is find boss for game on Genesect. And there it is. So we just kind of hold the hand and we're chilling. I should have played that Nest Ball, actually. Whatever. All right. Either way, we're going to nuke this Mew VMAX here. We're going to knock it out. We might as well just do this. Just Dynamotor a bunch of times. Flaaffy's the MVP. We KO the Mew VMAX. I don't think they can even knock my active out this turn. So it's looking pretty good. We'll see, though. And then we just boss Genesect for game. We'll play this just to thin. We do get energy, which is good. We can put that on Toxel. We can do this. They could Roxanne me. Should play around a Roxanne, I guess, just then. And they'll just Gaia Punk for the knockout. I could keep 1 energy on Mew EX. Mew EX can attack the Genesect. Just in case they knock me out. Sure. Mew EX can... Well, actually, I don't know if that was actually correct. I don't know. Maybe I should have just kept the energy on the Toxel. Either way, we get 3 prizes. See what we get. Double research is good. They have to rock sand me here. My opponent doesn't seem to have much. We'll see if they're able to get out of this path. I mean, if they can't get out of this path, we're cooking. I don't know if they drew that. They might have just drawn that, actually. I don't know. Let's see if we get boss. No, we do get Iono path, which is actually not terrible, especially if we do survive the turn. We can just Iono them. Can they get out of this lock? They do find an energy. Yikes. Shouldn't they find a stadium, though? Or a vacuum? If they get a stadium, we can Mew for 1 and hope to get the boss. It's actually unfortunate we whiffed. Or they rock sand. They might have drawn that, to be honest. I have a bad feeling they drew that, which is kind of sad. This is a good game, though. We are keeping up pretty nicely in this match with our Toxtricity, but let's see if they can wrap it up here. Again, it's tough, because I hit them hard, and then they just, like, Mew put themselves back in the deck, which makes things complicated. I guess we can still Iono them, which I think we still want to do, right? Even, yeah, because at this point, it's down to finding boss, basically. Still have time to win. Okay, we'll see we top deck. Nice. Insane stuff. Roxanne is definitely a lie. We got Rope, and that is GG's. Everything on the bench dies to Toxtricity. Let's go. And that is a dub, baby. Let's go. Somehow we beat Mew. They did have awkward draws, and it looks like we got a path to stick, which was nice. And then we can just retreat into... And yeah, they scoop. I was going to say. We get to use Toxtricity's big boom attack. And there you go. We take the dub with Toxtricity X beating a Mew VMAX deck. One of our harder matchups because it's hard to do damage. Like, if we play Cleansing Gloves, it's not as bad because I do like the ability to, like, do the mill attack. Milling can be good in this matchup because sometimes you mill a good resource, but we got there in the end. Path did save us. They had some awkward draws, which we kind of needed. We had some bad draws at the beginning, too. Don't forget, we took forever to find a supporter that let us draw cards. We had to rely on Mew EX to bail us out. Again, this game, no Miraidon in hand. We're playing against Roaring Moon. Okay, going first. Let's see what we draw. Mew, it's not what I need. Oh, man, this is bad. Not a good starting hand. I needed a Miraidon there. Miraidon actually would have made the hand decently playable, because I could have generated Toxel. Yeah, it's not good. I gotta hope we don't get knocked out turn 1, but my opponent's already opened up with a Battle VIP pass, which is not good. Okay, that's fine. I mean, if they knock me out this turn, we can still attack with Miraidon. There's Pokestop. Would have maybe liked to see that earlier. See, they end up getting... They got Squawkabilly, so they're probably going to wait to play that. And they discard Mew. They could get a Morpeko knockout, which would be a little annoying. They could even knock out my Mew EX, which would also be pretty bad. I would not appreciate that either. So I have to be mindful of that. There's another Trekking Shoe. They're digging. Can they get a turn 1 knockout? Again, if they kill my Mew, it feels pretty bad. Oh, they found another VIP. Rip. If only I had VIP, but I got Miraidon. Who needs VIP when you got Miraidon? Okay, let's see if they get... Yeah, they get Greninja. I don't see any, I don't see anything yet. I don't see any, more Pekos. I don't mind if they have to Roaring Moon me. Well, I mean, it's not great. I don't know. This is pretty bad, obviously. Okay, they Pokestop. They mill boss, which is good. They get a Dark Patch. They're looking pretty bad. Looks like they might get this turn 1 attack. I don't like that. Okay, they have 4 in hand now. Let's see what else they have here. They got the Squawk still. No, they have Switch Card. They have to go into the Roaring Moon. They probably just have it in hand, don't they? Squawkabilly. There's another Pokestop. All right. Another VIP. I mean, if they whiff an energy here, that would be insane. If they actually somehow whiff this knockout, that would be pretty bananas. They fail the VIP. Interesting. Trekking Shoe. They're not done yet. Sada. No way they whiff an energy, right? Yeah, you're definitely getting energy. There's no way you whiff. Oh my god, they whiffed. What? Okay, please give me a top deck. That's not it. No, dude. I'm going to go Flaaffy. We'll roll the Pokestop. Okay, we got an Ultra Ball. There we go. That's what I needed. They actually whiffed, though. All right, we take those. We needed that. Honestly, I probably shouldn't have evolved into Flaaffy. But, I mean, I don't want them to take a 2-price knockout. I guess I could have retreated to Toxel. No, no, we'll grab these 2. We got lucky they whiffed. I mean, I guess I could just hard retreat Flaaffy, but... 1 energy rip. Do I go for the Miraidon here? No, I think I just build up the Toxtricity. It might be correct to do that. I'm not sure. Might just retreat to Mareep. I did lose. That was like the downside of that Pokestop. I lost my other Mareep. I might retreat to Mareep here. We'll Mew for 2. Not great. Well, losing 1 Tox, not the end of the world. Okay. That's fine. I guess we can sacrifice a Toxel. Kind of hoping my opponent does not knock me out here. I mean, they did lose a boss, right? I don't know if they're playing Cross Switcher, though. They could attack with Radiant Greninja, too. I'm not sure if they're playing the Water Energy build. I mean, there's a few things that definitely could go wrong here. I guess we'll find out if my opponent's able to capitalize on my no attack turn 1. Nice. They lose Morpeko. They do get Energy Switch, though, which is bad. Maybe I should have just actually hit them with the 30 damage. That actually makes it so they can't Frenzy Gouging. Yeah, maybe I should have probably hit for 30, to be honest, given the opportunity. Yeah, I should have just poked for 30 if I had. Yeah, I should have did that, to be honest. Yeah, I kind of got greedy. Yeah, I should have poked for 30 for sure. There's Mew. No Luminion, which is decent. So that means they probably don't have another boss or anything. Assuming the Luminion's not in the deck. I mean, it could be prized. Yeah, if they're playing Water Energy, this could be pretty bad. That's like our one weakness is Radiant Greninja. This deck doesn't play Manaphy. Like, what? The problem is, like, how are we going to fit Manaphy in here? Because, like, look at our bench. You know what I mean? Like, maybe the Mew EX could be a Manaphy, but then it's like, that we need the Miraidon. Unless you draw really well, you don't need Miraidon, but, like, still. Okay, we'll see what they're able to do. I'm a little scared of Radiant Greninja being a threat, but we'll see. They have an Ultra Ball. There could be a potential win con where we try to mill them. I doubt that's going to happen, but, like, if they kind of walk into it, that'd be pretty hilarious. They're playing the Water Energy build, not like this. But it looks like my opponent just attached to the Roaring Moon. Is there any other cards? No, just a Calamity Storm. All right, sick. Okay, that's good. They're down 3 Sodas and 2 Patches. They're actually looking pretty rough right now. Okay, we should be chilling. Let's see what we top deck here. Another Energy. Go bench Flaaffy. Evolve. Still for Generators to, like, bail us out, I guess, if they do go for, like, a big play. With the thing. With the Greninja. We could threaten Iron Hands, but they're obviously going to just kill my Flaffies. So it's like, that's probably not going to work. Alright, restart. See, we got here Iono and Boss. That's not bad. Don't really need to do anything with them just yet, obviously. And we'll just nuke them. And they have the Frenzy Gouging to KO me, which is like the nice thing about this situation. They're forced to Frenzy Gouging me, which is good. Had I hit them, honestly, I kind of misplayed because I should have just hit with Miraidon. Or if I hit them for 30, I could have KO'd them with the, I could have KO'd them there with thing. Could have knocked them out with Miraidon instead of going Toxtricity. But this does force their hand. And there's a Generator, which is good if we have to go for a fallback play. If my opponent does not get a Roaring Moon attacking this turn, we're just going to boss KO another Roaring Moon every turn. We can just kind of keep this up. Just go Flaaffy, attach, Generator even, knock them out. They Pokestop and they discard 3 cards again. Insane stuff. They might just concede. We'll see. Well, there's a Concealed. They found an Energy. How many energy are they down right now? Actually, 7. Assuming they're playing 10. Okay, they found the Dark Patch. Can they get a second one? And can they get a Sada? They might only have 1 Sada left to work with, unless they have a PAL Pad. But even then, like, without, like, any Luminions, it's tough. I just have Boss in hand. If they just retreat into Greninja, we just boss the Roaring Moon, knock it out again with another Gaia Punk, and put ourselves even farther ahead in this match. Which is really good. They have the 1 energy. That's not going to cut it. Is there a Dark Patch? They can try to Mew into another card here, I guess. Okay, they got Cross Switcher. It's a little annoying. But they go in... Oh, they bring in Miraidon. Okay. Surprised they didn't... Well, I guess they could get a knockout, but they still have to take... They're still on awkward prizes, even if they get this knockout. Can they do it? Can they find Sada? Surprised they didn't bring in Flaaffy. Yeah, they got PAL Pad. They do have it. They only have 10 cards left in deck, though. Again, just saying... If they play a little too close into it, we could try to deck them out. Okay, they don't have it, it looks like. Okay, sick. Yeah, I'm surprised they did that. Okay, that's really good. They should have just bossed Flaaffy. Forced me to do Iono. Alright. Yeah, we're just cooking. We can just do this. Load up our energy. I kind of want to evolve that Toxel, though, too, at the same time, but it's fine. We can just take a knockout. We're, like, really, like, yeah, this is, like, looking pretty bad for my opponent. I don't think we have to worry about Greninja anymore either, which is nice. Go back into this. We'll play the Generator. No energy. That's fine. Let's knock him out. And they're forced... I mean, they can probably knock me out this turn. They put the Sodas back. They should be able to get there. I guess we'll see. Can they do it? Let's see it. Can they get there? If not, Toxtricity is just going to eat them up. Let's see what our 2 prizes are. Iono and Energy. So this is where things get sketchy. They have to, okay, here's the thing. They have to Frenzy Gouging, which means I just knock them out with Toxel or Miraidon for game. So they're kind of forced into a really bad spot here. They can't knock me out with Roaring Moon's second attack. It has to be Frenzy Gouging. There you got the Sada. Yeah, they have to Frenzy Gouging, so like, it's checkmate. Unless I have an Ancient Booster Capsule, then I am forced to go Miraidon, but I have Miraidon set up. I don't think they can do anything about it. If they put themselves to one card left in the deck by some random mistake, we get to mill them, which would be pretty hilarious. Do they have like a Cross Switcher or something this turn? Even then, it's not going to matter. I think it's GG's. They're forced to Frenzy Gouging, and as long as they don't have like a Bravery Charm or an Ancient Capsule, Toxel can knock them out. It's kind of actually cool synergy there, because they're forced to Frenzy Gouging, and then I can just knock them out with the one prizer, which is pretty funny. But yeah, that will be GG's. My opponent is unable to do anything about this, and Toxtricity just came in and swept them up. Coming off of a bad start and a really lucky turn 1 whiff, because our start sucked, we were able to pull through in the end, and yeah, 30 HP just to clarify, and we drew Ultra Ball anyways, so we would have had Toxtricity. But we get up the Slight Incursion, knock him out with the Toxel. Pretty cool synergy there with Toxtricity and Toxel. Being able to use Toxtricity, force a Frenzy Gouging, and then kill them with Toxel is actually pretty funny. We even had, like, Path and an Iono, which could have been decent in this matchup. We had a lot of things in this matchup. The Pokestop did kind of bail us out, not going to lie. We got lucky they whiffed the Terminal Attack. If they ever Terminal Attack me there, we probably just lose the game, to be honest. Yeah, if they ever Terminal Attack Mareep, the game was probably just over. So we got lucky, but we needed the luck because our start was bad. And we needed them to whiff in order to capitalize on our start being bad. There you have, folks. That is the Toxtricity deck in action. As you can see, Toxtricity is a very strong and straightforward attacker. Just being able to prize trade really nicely into those EXs, as you saw against Roaring Moon and Miraidon. It was pretty nice to use it. I mean, you're forcing Frenzy Gougings out of them. Miraidon can struggle to 1-hit KO you without, like, Mew or Raichu. And even then, you're just a fighting Pokemon, and that's just really good against these big, fighting weak Pokemon in our meta. Toxtricity is definitely a pretty strong card. The only downside is, again, Gaiapunk does force you to discard a lot of energy. This does make you have to use heavier Flaaffy, which isn't a bad thing. Honestly, after playing with this deck, I wouldn't mind maybe trying to fit an Ampharos EX in here. I think that's one card I definitely think could be useful in here is an Ampharos. I don't know if you can play any damage mods. Like, maybe you could play, like, a Vitality Band. Honestly, wouldn't hate a Vitality Band in here. That actually might be a good one of, because it lets you do 280 with Gaiapunk, which sometimes could come up, and then obviously you can do the explosive 230 with Miraidon. So what a Vitality Band might be the only other card maybe to add. I didn't really use the single prize Toxtricity as much. It is nice to have in situations where your opponent forces you into a bit of a single prize war, but it's definitely not a bad idea. It also has 140 HP. It's harder to KO. Can be pretty good against like Lost Zone, but definitely is a cuttable card for sure. Maybe just go all in on the Toxtricities. I didn't use it as much as I would have liked, so maybe that could be a cuttable card. Again, Ampharos EX could be pretty sweet in here, but other than that, I like the deck. I think Toxtricity EX is a pretty cool and strong attacker right now, and that'll be for me on today's video on Toxtricity EX. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe down below. Help me on the road to reaching 53,000 subs. We're now less than 200 subscribers away from the big 53K. So if you haven't subbed to the channel yet, make sure to click that subscribe button down below. It'd be greatly appreciated. Check our card cabinet, get any codes. Use code LDF. Check out my Twitch, my Twitter, my Discord, the Shuffle Squad, the second channel, and the podcast channel, all linked down below. That'll be for me. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all on another video. Have a great rest of your day, and bye-bye.